That digital transformation is all about technology, whereas in Lightbulb Capital we think it's more about people and mindset and culture. Hi, my name is Liebau. I'm the founder of Lightbulb Capital. And if you ask me about Fintech, I've been in it all my life. So I started to work for a Fintech company in 1999, building electronic trading systems. And since then, I've worked for companies like UBS, Barclays, Close Brothers, and HSBC, most of the time on the technology front, supporting equities and securities trading business. In 2014, I started the company Lightbulb Capital to bring innovation capability to finance. Basically, there are two angles to it. One is advisory and consulting work, and then the other one is really about education. First of all, I would say it's quite hard. It's a very difficult thing to do. But in the end of the day, it's about using latest technology to make the interaction between customer and financial services provider very seamless. And not many people have succeeded in doing that. So I think it's a big challenge that we have ahead of us. But the one thing is for sure, it's not something you can tick off a to-do list, right? So digital transformation is something that will continue forever by the mere fact that there are new technologies coming out all of the time, right? So in the past, maybe it was mobile, and then now maybe we have blockchain, and then we have artificial intelligence, and then there's edge computing now, latest thing around the block. So the first one is that digital transformation is all about technology, whereas in Lightbulb Capital we think it's more about people and mindset and culture. So we think about it as a pyramid. The base layer is really people, culture, mindset. Then on top of that you have processes and methods such as maybe design thinking or agile. And then on top of the pyramid you only have technology, maybe blockchain, AI, or whatever you want to call it, right? But the point of the pyramid is if you take the base layer out, then it's not going to work. So you got to start from the base and really focus on people and mindset first. So that's very important. Second issue with digital transformation, or misunderstanding with digital transformation, in my view, is that people try to take the existing processes and just put them on an iPad, right? So that's clearly wrong. Many people have started like that. They have a paper form that people need to fill in, where next thing you know, you have an HTTP form on an iPad or on the computer that you need to fill in. But that's not what digital transformation is. Take a company like Alibaba that now just scans your face, and on the back of that, they have a unique identification of who you are, and then they can offer financial services to you on the back of it. That is really what digital transformation is all about, having the principle in mind and then trying to address that using the technology. Union Bank of the Philippines. And what I find quite exciting about Union Bank is that they have, they tackle digital transformation from all sorts of angles, right? So I was very fortunate to participate in one session where the chairman said, okay, all my senior management needs to understand what blockchain is. So we organized this event where we would go through different use cases on how to use blockchain in financial services. And I hope to think that that was a small contribution to what happened later, where Union Bank basically expanded across all the different islands in the Philippines to deploy a blockchain-based solution to bring financial services to the unbanked. What I think is also fascinating is that they do a lot of engagement with the community. So they run an annual hackathon where basically there are financial services problems shared with a community of computer science graduates, and then people over 48 hours work on that particular challenges. So that's quite exciting as well. There's also engagement with Fintech startup community, where I also had opportunity to help them assess some of those Fintech startups and see who was going to be suitable to be a partner for the bank. So another company that I think is quite fascinating in the terms of digital transformation is actually not so much on digital transformation, but on just being digital, because it's a relatively new company. It's a company called Signum, based in Switzerland. For the last 18 months or so, they have worked on an application for a full banking license in Switzerland, and they managed to also attain that license. So they're the first proper financial services institution that can deal with digital assets and cryptocurrencies. They also focus very much on user experience and use things like design thinking to design their interaction with the clients. Focus on the people and your company culture that has to be conducive to innovation and people's mindset first. You can achieve that through educating people in those spaces, and there's good educational programs around it. Trying to experiment more, right? So how can you, for example, use methods like design thinking to try out new solutions and fail very quickly and then try again. So experimentation is key. Then the third thing is you need to stay abreast of scalable technologies that are out there. So if you think about the impact of machine learning, for example, in finance, you have to think about machine learning quite a lot, not only about the efficiency gains that you can get, but also, for example, about the ethical use of machine learning, right? It can be a very unfair game if you don't have the right governance around it.